Firefighters and police are investigating the causes of 4 fires over the weekend. On Friday, a house was partially burned at Lastic Hill when someone threw a flammable substance into the structure. A vehicle was consumed fully by flames at Mount Sepa Saturday afternoon. And the firefighters were back in action Saturday night when 2 houses burned down in Goodlands. The public relations officer of the fire service says among the 4 blazes, 1 was deliberately set, 2 appear to be the work of arsonists, and the cause of the other is still undetermined. Hilton Okelia says when his men reported to that scene on Saturday around 10:30 p.m., 2 structures were engulfed fully.
The fire started in the daughter's home and eventually spread into her home, destroying both houses. The main difficulty resulting from that fire was there is no access road for the fire unit to make its way to the fire region. So the firemen had to be circling the area and staying from a very main road distance and channeling, trying to get a short path to reach the fire scene, which resulted in by the time they arrived that both houses were destroyed.
Okelia says the public should look out for people who set fires to homes and abandoned structures deliberately. He says the fire service is concerned about the number of fires started by arsonists.
The series of questionable fire calls we have been having in recent times this year, these 2 fire situations beg for our concern to, if that, especially Lasting Hill, if somebody would just be walking along the roadside and would send a flammable substance into the balcony of somebody, destroying plastic chairs and the carpet in the process, and because probably they were home, they were able to arrest that situation.
Okelia says emergency officials usually encounter problems accessing fires because of the road network in the areas. He laments that there are several housing developments with little or no arrangements for emergency access. The Northern Divisional Fire Officer says such developments must stop as they create the potential for a major disaster.
While any bona fide development would have road network that can support the fire services or emergency services, what you find is not only the unplanned settlement, but the family type development settlements where probably there's a large mass of family land and people are just erecting the buildings because they are heirs to the properties. These are some of the areas you get these kind of problems.
Okelia says the public should be a lot more cautious at this time and ensure that their homes are secured from a safety standpoint before they leave. Several structures have been lost because of fires in the last 2 weeks. Shannon LeBon, HTS News, Channel 4.